Today's quote goes, "When we gather together at the village square on moonlit nights, it is not because of the moon. We can all see it from our various homes. When a man invites his kinsmen to a feast, he does not do so to save them from hunger. They all have food in their various homes. We gather together because it is good for kinsmen to do so." End of quote. It's a really long one, right? So it's a quote from Chinua Achebe, a Nigerian author who is famous for his Things Fall Apart. His most famous work, most translated African literature, Things Fall Apart. So there you find this quote, "When we gather together at the village square on moonlit night, it is not because of the moon." And also, when a man invites his kinsmen to a feast, it is not to save them from hunger. So every time we gather because it is good for kinsmen to do so. Do I agree with that quote? The African in me cannot help but agree with that quote. As Africans, we are known for that hospitality. It is expected. There is a part of us that cannot help but relate with one another. So whenever someone invites you to a feast or to a celebration, it is not to save you from hunger. It is not because you don't have food in your home. And when you invite someone else, it is not because you are saving them from hunger. It is not food that is the purpose of the invitation. In the same way, when they gather at the village square, it is not the moon that is the subject. It is because it is good for kinsmen to gather together. The unity that forms our own fiber always has a way of encouraging us to gather together as Africans and indeed as humans. Since we are social beings, it is expected that we gather together to celebrate and to mourn. So in good times and in bad times, we gather together because it is good for us to gather together. At the time of celebration, when we gather together, the celebration multiplies. And then at the time of mourning, when we gather together, the sorrow disperses. The burden is shared on every person that is present. So you see, on the side of celebration, it multiplies by the number of people present. On the side of tragedy, it is divided by the number of people present. So I agree totally with Chinua Achebe. So if you are enjoying this content, kindly follow this page on YouTube, The Cypheries. I will leave the link at the comment section and let's continue to discuss and enjoy. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.